Ruth was a young woman from Moab. She had married a man from Israel. Sadly, Ruth's husband died. This left her with a difficult choice. She could stay in Moab, or she could go with her mother-in-law Naomi to Bethlehem. Naomi had also lost her husband and sons. She urged Ruth to stay in Moab. She wanted Ruth to find happiness, but Ruth loved Naomi. She refused to leave her side. Ruth's loyalty to Naomi was strong. Ruth believed in Naomi's God. She knew God would take care of them. With courage and determination, Ruth left her home. She started a new life with Naomi. Ruth's story reminds us of the power of love and loyalty. Even in difficult times, we can choose to support those we love. We can face the unknown with faith and courage. The journey to Bethlehem was long and hard. The two widows traveled together. They relied on each other for support. They shared their grief and their faith. When they arrived in Bethlehem, people were surprised to see them. Naomi had been gone for many years. The people welcomed them back. They offered kindness to the grieving women. Ruth and Naomi had to start a new life. They were poor and alone, but they had each other. They also had their faith in God. Ruth's story shows us that faith can give us strength. We can find hope even in the darkest of times. With God's love, we can face any challenge. Ruth was a hard worker. She went to work in the fields to provide for herself and Naomi. She picked up the leftover grain. This was a common practice for the poor. One day, Ruth was working in the field of a kind man named Boaz. Boaz was a relative of Naomi's late husband. He noticed Ruth's kindness and hard work. Boaz showed Ruth favor. He made sure she had enough to eat. Boaz and Ruth fell in love. They were married in a beautiful ceremony. Their marriage brought joy to Naomi. It also secured a future for Ruth and her family. God blessed Ruth for her faithfulness. He saw her heart and her dedication. He rewarded her with love, security, and a family. Ruth's story didn't end there. God had even greater plans for her. Ruth gave birth to a son. They named him Obed. Obed became the father of Jesse, and Jesse was the father of King David. King David was one of the greatest kings of Israel. He is an ancestor of Jesus Christ. Ruth's story is part of Jesus' family history. This is a testament to God's faithfulness. He can use anyone, no matter their background, to do amazing things. Ruth's story is still relevant today. It reminds us that with faith, loyalty, and hard work, God can do amazing things in our lives. Ruth is an example for us all. Her story inspires us to be faithful. It encourages us to trust in God's plan